According to the RUC, the shooting happened just after midnight when British soldiers encountered a number of armed men around isolated and deserted farm buildings near Loughgall. Local people reported hearing several bursts of gunfire, then flares lit up the night sky and a British Army helicopter landed. In the incident, 2 men were shot dead and 3 others, 2 men and a woman, were arrested. 3 rifles were recovered, but it's unclear if these weapons were fired or if there was an exchange of shots with the soldiers. A red car found at the scene was later taken away for forensic examination. Although there's been no official confirmation, it seems clear the IRA men who were killed were caught in a British Army surveillance operation. At first light, police and troops launched a major follow-up operation. Spotter planes swooped low over the area, taking photographs of the scene, and then British Army bomb experts moved in to look for booby traps or bomb-making materials. According to the RUC, the 2 men shot dead last night were members of the IRA and were involved in serious terrorist activity. 37-year-old Dessie Grew came from Charlemont in County Armagh. The police say he'd been a member of both the INLA and the IRA at various times and was heavily involved in their operations north and south of the border. They also claimed he'd been linked to terrorist incidents on the continent. Martin McCaughey was 23 and came from Galbally in County Tyrone. The RUC say he was involved in IRA attacks in Tyrone and the Armagh area. He was a former Sinn Féin councillor in Dungannon, but was disqualified earlier this year for non-attendance at meetings. There was speculation locally he'd been wounded in a shootout with British soldiers and had gone across the border for medical treatment.
I'm not going to get into any speculation at all. We've had the conversation similar to this on previous occasions, and when one's got something firm to say, we will of course say it.
I think anybody who knows Grew will realise that he was a deadly killer. He was in the same class as Seamus McElwain and James Lina. He would show no mercy. He certainly would not be easily captured. He would have been one who would have fought his way out of an ambush if he had the chance. He was a man with whom you could certainly take no risks.
It does seem that the security forces knew exactly that these people were going to be there. It looked like a stakeout, and in those circumstances I would pose another question. Did they use the minimum force necessary to apprehend these people as is required by their own regulations?
Last night's shooting was the latest in a series of violent incidents around Loughgall. In 1987, 8 IRA men planting a bomb at the local RUC station were shot dead by undercover British troops. And last month, another IRA bomb almost demolished the same barracks. All day now, British Army bomb experts, supported by RUC detectives and forensic experts, have been carrying out a painstaking search of the cluster of old farm buildings behind us here where last night's shootings happened. It seems the search is covering a very wide area of open countryside here, and it looks set to continue for some considerable